There's a tournament being held. Wait, hold on. Hold that back. I need to get into a comfortable position. Sorry. Uh, there's a tournament being held at the Coliseum. I hear that there's a great reward for the winner. Yep, and... Warpole 1 or Warpole 2? Can't we just go... Well, I guess we could just warp drive here. Yeah. Warp drive. Warp drive, thank God. Oh yeah, hello ladies and gentlemen back there, Jindaltine LA, like, welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Battle Royale. No, Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, welcome back to Kingdom Hearts, just in general, like, yeah, I decided to stop recording for a bit to edit some of the videos down, and, yeah, in the last part, we dealt with, George, no, just, the Deep Jungle, and also Traverse Town, oddly enough. Well, not oddly enough, I knew we were gonna do it, but we had to go find a keyhole in Traverse Town after returning to it for a bit, and we also had to go to the Deep Jungle. We also did Tarzan's world, you know, of the Deep Jungle, closed the keyhole for that world, and Wonderland. Still haven't done it for Olympus Coliseum just yet, and I know what it said. It said there's a tournament there. I'm gonna hold off. This is something I should mention that I didn't mention last time when I was in Traverse Town. For, you know, you guys remember that book that Merlin was talking about in the last episode about, you know, hey, there's this book that I have that I found, and it has some pages that are just ripped up. That's Winnie the Pooh's book. Like, that's literally the book of Winnie the Pooh. The way you fix it up is finding pages throughout different worlds, and there's a certain set amount of pages you can find, and that's what I'm gonna be doing for the book itself. I'm gonna wait until I get all the pages for Winnie the Pooh, and then I'm gonna go into the Winnie the Pooh world and do all of whatever it is that I can do in Winnie the Pooh's world all in one go. I'm not gonna wait. Like, I'm literally not gonna, like, I'm gonna wait on that. I'm not gonna, like, outright just, what do you call it, go back and forth each time and, like, have to make it, what do you call it, certain parts I have to show as I, you know, some parts I have to show that, oh, I did this in certain parts of the episodes. I'm gonna make that one whole episode itself, because it's its own world enough to where it's its own world, so I'll count it as a video in and of itself. So keep that in mind. I won't be going to Winnie the Pooh as soon as I get a page. I'll do that later. I'll do that, like, as soon as I'm done. So keep that in mind. One thing I do want to mention, real quick. And also, that also leads into this. I won't be doing the tournaments in any of the Coliseums, Olympus Coliseums, yet. I'll do them as soon as either all of them are unlocked or until, like, I'm at a good enough level. And then I'll breeze through a couple of the smaller ones, and then do the bigger ones as, like, an ultimate episode sort of thing. I'm gonna do all of them in one go, too, so I'm not gonna go back to Olympus Coliseum yet. I know, and I know what you're all thinking. You're kind of handicapping yourself by not getting some of the good items in both Winnie the Pooh's world or in Olympus Coliseum. I don't care. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. And I'll deal with it in my own way, okay? But aside from that particular stuff, not much stuff has happened since, you know, I talked to you guys last time. I think I edited my gummy ship a little bit. Let me check. Yeah, I only edited slightly where I moved the laser onto the other side of the ship, but that's about it. One other thing I do want to mention real quick, because, like, I do want to mention it, because there was something that sort of reminded me of this. There was this, voice actor person by the name of S.M. Seymour, I believe his name is, or, I forget completely his name. It's something like S.M. Seymour, something like that. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me double check real quick. What was it? Maybe he was here? Like, I'm looking through a certain place to see whether or not it was there, or whether or not it was somewhere else I was thinking of. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it just wasn't anywhere. Like, I could have sworn it was somewhere. Like, how is this not here? Like, I could have sworn I saw it here. What? Where is it? Where is it? Hello? It has to be here. Hello? Oh wait, was it a thing I couldn't see because it was not... Oh wait, I think this is it. Wait, let me check something. Right. It's PM Seymour. Seymour. Yeah, PM Seymour. That's him. He did, like, you know, certain, novelizations, jokes like that. And there was, like, a couple of things. There was one thing he read off where it said, like, it read, you know, Sora in a nutshell. I might leave a link to the video, maybe. I don't know. You're just gonna have to look it up. And it's Sora in a nutshell. It shows an image of Sora, you know, saying, some type of spoiler for this game, so I won't say it here. But, later on, like, he reads off more stuff saying, oh yeah, that thing is inside you. You know who else is inside you? What's it? What was it? It's, Zeon, Roxas, Ventus, the Beatles, the cast of Friends, a $5 footlong, and the last 13 years of my life? Last 13 years of my life? But seriously, though, you have a lot of people inside of you. And I know that's spoiling for something, but I just want to say, that actually reminds me of a joke I made once about this game, about that whole concept, because of when I finally learned about Kingdom Hearts, you know, through videos of people explaining the lore. And it was a basic joke. It was like, man, with the amount of people inside of Sora, you'd think he'd be... You'd think they'd, like, advertise him... No, okay, look, let me start over. With the amount of people inside Sora, you'd think he was his own personal Disneyland Resort hotel or something. Call now to stay for about 20... For about a... What do you call it? A 7-night stay. 13-night stay at an expensive little hotel. Like, that's my joke. Like, I always thought of it like, oh, hey, you know, Sora could be considered his own Disneyland Resort hotel. Reservations usually only last for about 13 years. That's the joke I wanted to lead up to, but it was so horribly butchered by me. So, let's actually get started and actually, you know, get to it. Because, my God, have I been stupid. Oh, maybe I should have... Maybe I should have kept that other laser on this. Whatever, I'm paying for it, I guess. Okay, for those of you curious, I got rid of one of the other guns that was supposed to fire forward. Maybe shouldn't have done that. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, we're going into this wormhole because it leads... Yeah, it leads to another world, so we kind of need to go into it in order to actually get into the other world. So, that's what I'm going to be doing for this episode. Flying straight into a wormhole, because I think it might lead me to another world. If it's... there's two of these, so you could go to this one or the one at the bottom. I'm not sure what the one at the bottom does. I might go to it real quick, just to open it up, I think. Like, I don't know, like, in all honesty, I don't know what I'm going to be doing here. Like, in all honesty, I have no idea, because, the majority of this whole, excursion really is just to open up a new world, so that way I can go to it. And maybe open up some more if I'm not forced to land right away. That's what I'm trying to get at. Although, from what I can tell, from what I remember, I think I need to actually go into a world in order to actually, you know, unlock the ability to actually go to it. Like, you know, go in there. At least that's what I believe. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. Like, it's been really, like, a long time since I played... well, not a long time. It's been a while since I played the, you know, this version of Kingdom Hearts. Which, by the way, is kind of a bitch. Kind of a bit of a, you know, bit harder to actually name than I actually originally thought. It's like, huh, I didn't expect it to be this difficult to name, but it apparently is. Because, like, wait, hold on, let me check something. Okay, so I'm just able to go to here now. Okay, so I guess, you know, it opens, both sides open up regardless. Okay. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, I'm just saying, okay. Okay, so I can warp to this world now. Okay, good. Battle level 4. Ugh. Agrabah, or Aladdin's world, as I like to call it. Yeah, I do want to mention real quick. Like, the compilation of this game that it's on is part of the Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5 D remix, remaster, Final Mix Evolution, Championship Edition Turbo. Okay, no, not really. But seriously, the title for this game is just Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, which it technically isn't wrong. Like, that's not the wrong title for it. But it's just that literally, kind of literally, like, the rest of the game isn't that exactly. It's supposed to be, like, literally, what do you call it? It's like the title of the actual game given is Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. That's this version of the game I'm playing. But it's a part of the Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD, you know, HD 1.2.5 remix stuff. So having it named like that is kind of a bit of a, like a... Oh, Jesus. It's kind of a bit of a, like, a very much, like, confusing little thing for, like, to put down on YouTube, because it's like, do I put it as Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts 2.5 Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Evolution? Like, what do I do? What do I do here? Like, what's the correct option here? Apparently the correct option is nothing, because if I name it one or the other, it's technically wrong, / it's not right. So, whatever I choose, I'll choose that to be the final name for this, for my, thing. And no, and by the way, you may be wondering, what are you talking about? You call it Kingdom Hearts, and that's it. And yeah, I do. At least for the titles. But I'm talking about, like, the, descriptions for my, the playlist that I put these videos in. Like, what do I name it? Kingdom Hearts Final Mix? Kingdom Hearts? Because that seems a little bit, like, too, blatant, or bland, I guess. Kingdom Hearts Final Mix? Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD? I don't know. I'm gonna figure that out, okay? So, there you go. That's what I was talking about before. Just in case if anyone was wondering. And if I was being, like, oh, I was being too, like, vague there. But anyway, let's actually just go to Aladdin's world. Because, you know, I actually like this movie. I like this movie a lot. Although, oh boy. Aladdin. Huh. Not saying that this is a bad movie. It's just that, what do you call it? The live-action movie is starting to be revealed.
Are searching for it now. I'm certain we'll find it soon enough. So that just leaves...
Jafar, I've looked everywhere for Jasmine. She's disappeared like magic.
The girl is more trouble than she's worth.
You said you had things under control.
Agrabah is full of holes for rats to hide in.
Speaking of, I see two right now.
Worry about Princess Jasmine. With her or without her, surely this world will be ours when we find the keyhole.
We need all 7 princesses of heart to open the final door. Any fewer is useless.
Well, if the princess is that important, we'll find her. Find Jasmine and bring her to me.
Don't steep yourself in darkness too long. The heartless consume the careless.
Your concern is touching, but hardly necessary.
Well, considering, well, look at them watermelons. Whoa! Oh, Jesus! Already?
Get me straight.
Like, Jesus, like, give me a minute, man. Seriously, give me like 6 minutes. Like, seriously, this is like really sudden. But anyway, you think there'd be an opening cutscene like of them just walking in, but no. Real quick,
Get me straight.
anyway, yeah, yeah, okay, like, welcome to Agrabah, everyone, just, oh, straight away. Oh, maybe Donald unlocks, magical spells as I do. Like, he gets cure as I get cure, all that stuff. I think that's how it works. Look, I'm not completely 100% sure how, Donald works completely. It's like, is there a way that it can work that where he can just have all these spells by himself? I mean, he is the king's royal magician. And plus, he showcased, like, using lightning, so why is it that he doesn't have a lightning spell when I'm with him? Like, the first part. Wait, I think he does have a lightning spell. I think. Because, like, it should, like, he really should have a cure spell by the time, like, he meets you and Sora. Like, he should be able to help you. But no, apparently that's not the case. That's not what he's meant to do. He just has certain spells that don't work, that unlock whenever you unlock them. Which I find kind of dumb, but whatever. I'm not here to judge. Well, actually, I am. Because I'm making fun of it. Because, you know, I'm that type of person. I make fun of the things I love. That's basically my gesture of love. Don't get me wrong, I will be praising a heck of a lot of stuff when it comes to Kingdom Hearts. Its gameplay, its music, a good enough visual flair. Because, like, despite, like, the concept and idea of mixing Final Fantasy characters, which are anime as all hell, and fantasy-based, and, you know, Disney together. You know, the magic of Disney, which it's cartoons and somewhat live-action well, not live-action, just it's characters that look human sometimes, or cartoon characters all together into a boiling pot. It's hard for that type of thing to be mixed too well, and I think Kingdom Hearts does it in a... It's not a completely, like, oh, it's so glaringly obvious way, but it's still an interesting way they do it, because, like, look at the way Donald and Goofy are dressed. They look like really, like, seriously, if you didn't tell me they were from Kingdom Hearts and you told me these were their designs, like, from something, and you told me to guess what it was, I'd say these guys came out, like, of a Hot Topic redesign of them. Like, some fan made up their design for them, like, in an edgy way, like, adding belts across everywhere. Like, for example, Donald's hat. I never understood Donald's hat because I always thought it was, like, if, like, the thing has a zipper across everywhere, so does that mean it's just one long strand once it's unzipped? But you get my point. Like having, like, Donald and Goofy dressed like that, it makes you think, huh, you think with all their hats like this, that someone decided to make them more like more of a edgy reboot sort of thing. So, but despite all that, with the Sora in mind, like, he looks decently in tune with the characters. Like, he kind of looks like as if he kind of fits with them, and they kind of look like they fit in this world, or at least with Sora too, to a degree. Like, again, it is very much noticeable if you look too much into it. Like, if you really stare into, like, this image of just Sora looking into Donald Duck, yes, this looks kind of weird once you really stare at it too much. But once you're in the middle of it all and it's moving about, it looks good. It looks really good. Although Kingdom Hearts 1 is not the best example of this. I think Kingdom Hearts 2 does this better, but that's a different story for a different day. But let's get on to this. There is something about Agrabah I will be talking about, but that's for later, and I'll showcase what I mean when we get to it. He's like, this is the next thing that happens that I want to discuss about is something that happens near the end game. It's not really a spoiler, but it is something I do want to mention, because it feels like as if something I kind of want to mention. But first, let's just talk about, like, what Agrabah really is so far. It's, this area of Agrabah isn't really much. Kind of a shame. But basically what it just signifies is just a small area with multiple different corridors here and there. It's more of a vertical level-esque sort of scenario, because the ground floor of each place in Agrabah is very much small, as you can tell. Like, seriously, like, compared to Alice in Wonderland, which was a little bit cramped, which kind of is, like, the thing about Kingdom Hearts 1 is that it feels a bit too cramped compared to other worlds. Especially the ones in the future series, but that's a different story. But, like, compared to, I think, yeah, I guess the Deep Jungle is the one I have to go with, because Alice in Wonderland, while it wasn't, like, completely cramped, it really didn't feel that, like, open. And then also, you know, Olympus Coliseum, I can't really say is too much of a world. Especially with only, like, 2 rooms to, and make it 3 rooms to really judge it by. And then we have Traverse Town, which isn't, like, you know, completely cramped, but, you know. So, like, Deep Jungle was a little bit more wider with its spaces, a little bit better with that type of aspect. But, this world is just, like, literally, like, more of a vertical climb, because you have to go up in different places, you need to climb up in different locations, you need to go up, you need to climb up, and also most of the treasure is located in high places like this, see? I feel kind of bad taking this because, like, the person who was here he's a good guy, and we didn't actually ask for this. Oh, right. The gate opens somewhere. Oh, yeah, that's also another gimmick of this world. You have to, or at least for Aladdin's world, find different keyholes, stick your key in them. Unlike any of the other key locational things, like, you know, where you have to, like in the games where you find a keyhole, this one is just, oh, you actually stick your key into them. I think this is one of the only few times I've ever seen Sora stick the key into a keyhole like that, instead of shooting beams of light into them. So, you know, that's a nice rarity to see. Okay, magic carpet, see ya. The carpet flew off for the desert, but let's explore the city more. Yeah, that's pretty much the case I need to do. I'm wondering how he got stuck. Like, how did he get stuck onto that thing? How did he get stuck onto the, Oh, Jesus. How did he get stuck on that, shelf here? Did somebody come and do that to him, or did he, accidentally, make the shelf move away from him? Like, I don't get it. Real quick, Actually, I forgot to do this. Sorry about this. I'm not gonna use the elixir. Hopefully I remember to do that, because, you know, I need to make sure I don't do that. Because there's certain things I need to make sure I have, and that is not one of them. Okay, I'm just checking. I gotta make sure I have everything I need, so that way I don't forget anything else. Oh, for Pete's sakes. What's so different about... whatever. Like, I'm trying to do a new recording setup where I'm recording Kingdom Hearts... you guys won't notice it, but basically I'm recording Kingdom Hearts on a different, smaller screen as, like, screen crunching it. And I think that might be the issue, like, oh, I'm recording a bigger screen and it's recording too much, so it's recording more. But for some reason, I don't know why, for some reason, it's just recording about the same amount either way. It's like, oh, thanks, I'm so glad you're telling me this. Like, I'm so glad you... Where the heck did you come from? We're barely scraping by. Okay, I guess I can buy something from you. Okay. I'm just glad money is literally like a universal currency, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to buy anything. Oh yeah, right, I forgot about this. Oh no. Oh Jesus. I keep on forgetting Heartless can literally appear like in these particular smaller corners. Hold up. Oh, what?
Thunder!
Ha ha ha. Excuse me? Yeah. Yeah, no, I was not gonna risk, like, you know, hitting some of these enemies and then falling off, because, again, the controls for Kingdom Hearts 1 aren't the best, and they can be considered a little bit finicky, depending on how you look at it. Like, I'm not saying they're bad, I'm just saying that the jumping really sucks. Which means, the jumping just sucks, like, seriously. Like, I could have sworn I would have been able to make that, but no, it wasn't that good of a jump, so whatever. Like, again, I'm not sure what else to say about, like, the jumping in Kingdom Hearts, because everyone else might have their own opinion
Who's
on it.
there? Hello?
You really shouldn't have moved just because you hear one person. I'm Jasmine. My father is the Sultan of Agrabah. So that makes you a princess? But he has been disposed by Jafar, who knows who now controls the city. So either he was dealt with, which didn't really happen in the movie. Well, actually, yeah, it happened in the movie. I'm saying the next thing didn't happen. Or Jafar killed her dad. I mean, we don't see him, but we don't see a lot of other characters, so I can't say that. But it does feel like as if you're implying that. And I guess that's a lot more proactive than what Jafar's ever done in the other movie. It's like a real direct approach. Jafar? You haven't heard of him? He's the royal vizier. He's gained evil powers and seized Agrabah. He's also tried to start his own musical where he's the hero and everyone hates Aladdin. That's something I kind of don't get. It's like everyone's turning Aladdin into this complete monster of a person or a asshole or something like that. It's like something that I look at and think to myself, why is it that people are starting to do this to Aladdin? He is a thief to some degree, but he only steals enough food for himself, and later on he steals treasure, but he gives it to the poor, so he's not that bad of a guy. He's just a little bit more like, he's always been, raised on the fact that he has to steal food and always call the street rat. He always has to, technically steal stuff that he needs in order to survive. Otherwise, he won't survive. So, I don't blame him for being a thief. I don't know. There's some people with some weird opinions on Aladdin. I like Aladdin. I like the movie. And, yeah, I also like, of course, Robin Williams' performance in that. I mean, that's a given. But, like, I do like Aladdin and Jasmine in that one. I think they're a good enough, like, relationship sort of thing. It's more expanded upon later on, but I still enjoy them for what they're worth. But, yeah, that's about it. He's desperately looking for something he calls the keyhole. Jafar caught me trying to escape, but he helped me. Who helped you? We were hiding nearby, but he left a while ago to take care of something. Oh, I hope Aladdin's alright.
Aladdin? Where might I find this street rat?
Oh, no. Where did
Jasmine, allow me to find you more suitable company, my dear princess. These little rats won't do, you see.
Jasmine, run!
Don't let her...
Ah, the boy who holds the key.
You could look a little bit more up, Sora, for this. Considering, but okay. Like, seriously, you're looking at your enemies. You might want to be able to look a little bit further down. Thank you. Like, I saw that at the corner of my eye. Oh, Jesus. I forgot that's, like, something that, for some reason that happens. It's like, if you do have that shield on, Pete's sakes. I think you can usually break objects accidentally if you stand on them too much.
Thunder! Thunder!
Okay, thank God. Like, this is kind of the big issue with Agrabah that I have sometimes, at least in this world. is that a good amount of the space is so cramped enough to where, you know, a lot of the stuff you get, or a lot of the fights you get into, will either knock you out or knock you down from these places that you want to get at, you know, because there's treasure up here. So, this is one of my few least favorite worlds, sort of. It's kind of like a tie between a couple of other different worlds, but it's not that bad. At least I don't believe it's that bad. It could be worse, and I've seen worse. I have seen worse. So this world isn't the worst, but I still don't really like it too much. So there's my opinion on that, if you really want to know, I guess. Oh, wait. I think I need to talk to Jasmine first before I actually, do the thing. Should be here. I think she might be in Aladdin's house. There we go. Doesn't really tell you whether or not it's Aladdin's house or not. It's just, oh, it's Aladdin's house. Or maybe she's not here. I don't know. I could have sworn she was here, or at least she should have been here. Where'd she run off to? Because that's kind of a bad thing. It's kind of a bad thing that we don't know where she is, because she's important. She's supposed to be important, so. Also, where'd that merchant go? He was just here a second ago. He was here a second ago. What, me drive? Hell no, I'm fucked up. Sorry, I just remembered the joke, because I was starting to talk like a drunk bear. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Well, thanks for the... Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay. Okay, good. I like wondering. Okay, good. There's some boxes here that I can use. There we go. Oh. Okay, there we go. I was kind of doing that, but not really. Okay, hold up. Let me check the journal real quick. Because, like, I forgot to actually read that. Well, not read it, it's just check it. And some question mark, Maleficent, yeah. Jasmine, Jafar, Iago, and yeah, that. Now, some people actually, there is something I do want to, you know, talk about real quick. Oh yeah, I forgot to check out Riku. Some people were thinking, like, actually, there's a deep question I'm pretty sure some people would be asking me, considering I said it earlier. I said I saw 2 rats, and, like, when he said, like, oh, street rats, other thing. You get my point. Some people will say, don't you mean you see 3 rats, considering Iago's there? Technically, Iago is a bad guy here, but, I guess a spoiler for the Aladdin movies. It doesn't happen in the first movie, but in one of the movies that subsequently follows Aladdin after the first movie, I think it was Aladdin 2, Jafar Returns. Spoilers, I guess, for that one. Iago actually turns good for that one. He turns into a good guy. Reasons, I'm guessing he just didn't really want to be a bad guy anymore. And that's about it, really. I'm not sure what else to say other than just Aladdin. What do you call it? In that movie, just Iago becomes a good guy from now on. So that's why I said there's 2 rats. I was counting Maleficent and Jafar, not Iago, and that's it. So, I don't know. I just wanted to, I'm guessing clear that up, I guess. Okay, since I don't really have any other way of doing anything, and since I already freed, you know, I freed the magic carpet, I think I should head in, because I already checked out wherever I could around this part, so might as well go into the desert. Yeah, the desert. For some reason, you don't get any information from, what do you call it, Jasmine about this. It's like, he went to the desert a while ago, but going there is a little bit dangerous. You're gonna need something else. And this is kind of weird, but whatever. It wants us to come along. All aboard! In Kingdom Hearts 2, apparently, for some reason, what's the word? For some reason, I'm trying to think. For some reason, the carpet cannot carry more than 3 people. It only can carry you, and that's it. Like, only Sora, for some reason. I don't know why that's the case, but okay. Like, you see, this is what the benefit of this sword is. It deals with long-range combat attacks. It's also pretty, like, I think it reduces damage, towards physical attacks. But that's about it, really. It's decent for what it's worth, and it's pretty strong for how much magic it expends. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I think it's alright. So I guess it's your preference as to what exactly you like.
Thunder! Here! Thunder! Thunder!
But whatever the case is, let's go save Aladdin now. You would have been way more buried in than that.
Genie, get rid of these guys!
Wish number 1 coming right up.
Kind of a waste of 1 wish, but it's fine. Like, we could have handled it.
Thanks, Sora.
Aladdin, what are you doing out here?
Same old stuff. Hunting legendary treasure. Just paid a visit to the Cave of Wonders. I found that magic carpet. And this lamp. Legend has it that whoever holds the lamp can summon...
Please, kid, leave the intros to a professional. The one and only Genie of the Lamp.
Or...
Rub the lamp and have your dearest wishes granted. Today's winner is Aladdin. Congratulations. Patience, my fine feathered friend. Any 3 wishes.
With some restrictions.
1 wish, a 2 wish, a 3 wish. Then I make like a banana and split it. Our lucky winner made his first wish.
And let me tell you what a doozy that wish was.
So he has 2 left. So, Master, what'll you have for wish number 2?
How about making me a fabulously wealthy prince?
Whoa! Money, royalty, fame! Why didn't I think of that? Okay, you asked for it. 100 servants and 100 camels loaded with gold. Just say the word and I'll deliver it in 30 minutes or less, or your meal's free. Hey, I'll even throw in a cappuccino.
No thanks.
Okay.
I think I'll put that on hold until we reach Agrabah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, why a prince?
You see, there's this girl in Agrabah named Jasmine.
Oh.
But she's a princess. And she could never fall for a guy like me.
Princess?
Jasmine?
Princess
Oh,
Jasmine.
that's right. She's in trouble, Aladdin.
What? Well, come on, let's get going.
You know, I'm surprised you guys remembered that. But yeah, now we have Aladdin. I think he's more of an attacker than Tarzan was. Well, Tarzan was kind of a mixed mage sort of thing. Tarzan was a good attacker, but he was also mainly used magic spells and a mage sort of thing. I think he was more. Well, I think he wasn't. I think the term is like a cleric of some kind, or no? I think cleric is fully healed. I don't know. The point is, Aladdin's more of an attacker, from what I remember. So for now, Goofy, you can sit this whole adventure out for now. I might bring him back, but only whenever I see a blue trinity, and you know. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, they couldn't have gotten a lot of people for.
Fresh air, the great outdoors.
I guess you don't get out much, huh?
Nope.
Comes with a job. Phenomenal cosmic powers, itty bitty living space.
He
It's
said it.
always 3 wishes, then back to my portable prison. I'm
Ooh.
lucky to see the light of day every century or 2.
Yeah, considering you
Say,
end up in a.
Jimmy, what if I use my last wish to free you from the lamp? What
Well-
do you think?
You do that?
Genie, it's a promise. After we help Jasmine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, they couldn't really get too many big name voice actors for these games, roles, which isn't bad. It's more of like, well, yeah, you have to understand, like, they really can't afford that Robin Williams at the time. The one thing I will say, though, that it's kind of a shame that Robin Williams couldn't have voiced his character after, like, the whole role itself. Okay, these guys are the most annoying to deal with in Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 1, because not only are they invincible from the front, they fire off long-range and close-range fire options, which is kind of annoying. But anyway, yeah, so they couldn't get Rob Williams for this, which isn't bad. It's just, it's your own preference on that. It's like, well, yeah, you're gonna like, Rob Williams here, but it's kind of a shame that they couldn't have gotten him. Man, now I made myself sad. But the person they did get for Robin Williams is kind of interesting, actually. If you could like recognize his voice, then good for you. You know your characters. I was gonna say something, but they didn't give me enough time to comment on it. The person who voices Genie in this game, I believe, is the same voice actor who voiced Homer Simpson from The Simpsons. So I forgot his name directly, but that's him. That's the guy. So yeah, Homer Simpson is the genie in this one. Not that it's bad, it's just, okay, it's kind of interesting that they have him voicing Genie. I'm not sure how paid actors work. It's like, well, like a guy who's like voicing a character that's still on a show that's still going on was apparently either cheaper option, or maybe they negotiated something. Like I don't really understand it too much, but it's not a bad like thing. So like overall, I kind of question voice actors and voice acting talent in general, and wonder like what's considered what and how much money actually goes into this type of stuff, because it's interesting and it's kind of like something that's kind of like, oh, well, this kind of makes some sense, I guess. For me personally, if I was ever a voice actor, I would actually kind of remain like kind of loyal to some characters I'd want to make. Like if there was like a video game role starring my character, I'd kind of want to be in that game, like actually voicing the character if I could. Like if they kind of like, even if the other cast members, if I ever like met any of them, you get my point, were not in the game, I'd be in the game just because I kind of wanted to stay consistent with that type of stuff. Unless, of course, they couldn't really, reach me at the time, I guess. Although I'm not sure how much of a voice actor I would be, considering of how much I actually am. How much of an idiot I am. Like, that's the thing about me, because, like, despite myself, for Pete's sakes! What you... Okay. Aha! Oh yeah, by the way, I know for a fact I kind of forgot to, remove, the Protectra chain from Tarzan when I left his world. I think I assumed that, whenever that type of stuff happens, that, what I'm given... What? Oh, okay. Okay, okay, I'm stealing your stealing your fire ring, Aladdin. Like, I could have sworn, that little aspect kind of, or that little mechanic existed in this game where if you do leave a world, anything you equipped onto any of the guest party members immediately goes back into your inventory. That's what I assumed. I'm pretty sure it's not. At least I know that now, so there you go. Like, I can say maybe it is something that actually does happen and I'm just being stupid. Or maybe it doesn't and I'm being forgetful. I don't know, I can't remember. But I do know that I forgot to take it off of Tarzan before we left. And I was going to think of going back and doing it, but then I had to do other parts of the episode. So, whatever. I will say though, I really don't care because, well, like stuff like the protect chain / Protectra chain, aren't really that great for at least my party for now, so I'm willing to give them away to other party members that I have currently at the moment. So there you go. That's kind of like, oh, if you see me use this stuff, that's why. Or if you see me with that type of stuff in mind, that's why. So, you know, if you see me, like, equip some stuff onto certain characters, not unequipping it, then that's the reason why.
Come on.
Okay, there we go. Good. So, I just want to mention that because I know some people will be asking me, you forgot to get the, or, you know, some people might think, like, you kind of forgot to, you know, put this thing away, you know, or, like, take this, equipment item off of this character. But no, I know, but I just want to mention it because if I don't, somebody might. Well, that somebody might, depending on whether or not my video series actually takes off. Like, I like playing video games, but at the same time, I'm hoping other people at least watch it to a degree. It's like, yeah, I don't know, it feels kind of a bit like, oh hey, I'm making these videos and I'm putting a lot of effort into some of them. Especially the ones that are over-edited, like my videos whenever I play with Blue Beast. I feel as if anytime I make them, like, I feel as if, like, I should get, like, a good amount of views on some of them. And usually I do, but a good amount of the time, unfortunately, yeah, no, the videos themselves don't do too well, and I don't get that many people talking about it. So, it's kind of unfortunate, but that's kind of what the case is. It's like, I don't know, it depends on who you ask. It's like, I don't know, I feel as if the editing I do for most of my videos is pretty good, enough to where I think it warrants a good amount of views. The videos I'm doing, like with Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, 3, or just 1, and doing certain things like, videos on Undertale, I think they should do decent. Not get a lot of views, but, again, this is like a frustration that I have for my channel in general. It's just that a good amount of the time for the videos that I make, a good amount of them don't get enough views as I think they should. Considering I have, like, nearly 100 subscribers, I think a good amount of my subscribers should be watching my videos. At best, I think I should get, like, maybe 50 views at best, but I only get 1 to 2. And, like, not many of my subs actually watch my stuff, which is kind of a shame. It's like, you guys subscribe to me for one thing, I understand that, but could you just not, like, could you at least support me somewhat and, like, watch some of the videos I make? Even if they're just, like, if only for, like, a few minutes? Like, I don't know, it's a frustration I have. And no, I'm not talking about the actual subs of mine that actually watch my stuff. Like, a couple of people I want to mention. Like, certain people, they know who they are. They actually watch my videos, and they actually comment on them, and I appreciate that. But it's like, that's only 1 out of, like, 90 people I have, and my god, not that many. I have a few amount of people who aren't even active on my channel, and so I was like, do you guys need do you guys need to turn on notifications? Because those kind of don't work. Do you guys just need something more interesting? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I know one reason why some people came back, or came to my channel in the first place, but it's like, I'm posting content that's similar to that, but nothing? No? Okay then, whatever. Whatever the case is, it's just not my bag anymore, I guess. Sorry if I'm going off on a tangent and being super salty, whatever. Okay, so, Jafar is after Jasmine and his keyhole. I could... Where I've heard that somewhere before. Really, where? Now, where was it? It's only been 200 years. Well, anyway, we gotta stop Jafar before it's too late. I just said we wouldn't do this, at least until we found something. Okay, there we go. So, let's go here. Trying to double check to make sure. I keep on forgetting I have dodge roll. Anyway, I gotta make sure that I'm going in the right direction real quick. I do want to, like, do this real quick, because not only does it open something, it does something. Ah! Die already! Okay, Jesus Christ. Finally, let me just get to my treasure. Jesus. Real quick, if you're wondering what those were, I have no idea. But, yeah, in Kingdom Hearts Final Remix version, Final Mix, whatever, you get my... See, this is what I was talking about with the weird titles. Anyway, with Kingdom Hearts Remix Edition, I think these are new things that they added. You know, the whole, Oh, yeah, that's something they didn't show. Abu is a monkey that Aladdin has as a pet friend thing. I don't think they literally showed the model just yet, so there you go. Like, just in case you were wondering. But anyway, I think these things, the white mushrooms and the black fungus, are new to this game, I think? Maybe? I don't know, I kind of forget. Because, like, in Kingdom Hearts, the 2 version on this game, the final mix version, well, Kingdom Hearts 2.5 version that I played a lot, and the original didn't really have mushroom characters, but in this version of Kingdom Hearts 2, they added in a Mushroom 13, which is a group of mushrooms that you have to do specific little mini games for. These mushroom guys, though, are just basic enemies where you have to either kill them with magic or fight those things, which are kind of annoying. So be wary of what happens when you face off against those things. Some of them are a bit more tedious to fight against / deal with. Like the white mushrooms, you have to figure out, oh, what exactly you need to do against them, how exactly to handle them, that type of stuff, which is kind of dumb. But that's really all dependent on how you handle yourself. Overall, I just found those mushrooms to be rather annoying, honestly, and I'd rather not deal with them. So, yeah, there's my opinion on those mushrooms. Anyway, I think I should be nearing... Well, actually, no, not really. Maybe this is going to be a two-parter. Like, I don't know. Because, like, I know for a fact the way to get to Jasmine is something else. So, hold on, let me check something. I don't think I can get to that treasure chest too much. Or in a specific way. Like, I kind of don't want to make every single world I'm going to that's really long into a two-parter, but at the same time, I don't want to make these completely hour-long episodes, so... I don't know, you'll see what happens if I cut here, you know, that's the reason why there's a cut, you know, I'm gonna have to edit this stuff down, so there you go.